Hey folks, Brian, we got to play RQG tonight. We kind of played 2 weeks ago. I had a handful of the players were able to show up, and we did some end of season phase stuff for fire season because they're going to end up spending most of fire season in furthest at the Oslira Temple, trying to figure out ways to recoup their rune points. But we found enough associated temples to get that all taken care of. Also offered up that they could become lay members to Uslier Temple here, but only one of the players bid off on that. So anyway, tonight we finished up the end of season phase rolls for the rest of the party, and then Arestra had an encounter in the Ernalda Temple. There was an Ernalda priestess, actually three, that they ran into at Dianth's place in Marof's house when they were first sent to go and investigate a possible contact on helping get Argrathian forces across the river and into Cardros to help support the prince here. I forgot his name, starts with an O, if I remember right. Only or something like that. Anyway, one of those three spied Arestra in the temple and discreetly indicated she needed to talk to Arestra and her friends. So they coordinate time to meet together. She takes her over to the Uslira Temple. They find a private room somewhere they can talk. And the priestess says that she was requested to give them a message that the White Bull was going to be making his move and that they needed to return home. Kind of, home where to your camp, right? Back to your camp, go back to your camp, kind of thing. So I figured, okay, we gotta get back to Bagnot. So she departs, and they request an awakened loon, who they summon for and they travel up and have the live play in the description if you listen to that kind of thing. There's a lot of dead space because I'm going, okay, how fast do loons go and how far is it from furthest to Bagnot? And so I'm digging through my books. I got, other side. There we go. I got my books, right? But they're back there, and this thing doesn't have that long of a cord, so I got to pull it off, run back over there, build the book out, sit down. Okay, but I need the bestiary. Go back, get the bestiary out. And it's Awaken Loon, not Summon Loon. Could not find it for the longest time. And that's Loon, not Lune. Sometimes I dork. But anyway, so they ride the loon. Loon it's an alive animal, so it needs to sleep. So it moves at 12, which is what horses move at, and mounted travel through specific kind of road. Caravan road, bad weather, I think something like that, was like 30 clicks a day. So, going upstream, that could be considered that. So, okay, 35 clicks a day. It's almost 90 clicks to from furthest to Bagnot. And so, okay, 3 days, 3 full days. So, first day, I'm rolling encounters. That night they had an encounter. I'm still using the Hero Quest Sartar random encounters table because that's the only thing that I've been able to find in print. I think it'd be a good idea if the lands books had something like that in them. That would be helpful. But so the first one was actually a special, and it was, don't tell them, a dinosaur egg. And so I'm trying to figure, okay, well, it can't be these kind of dinosaurs because these dinosaurs come from dragon ooze. They don't lay eggs, right? and but I kind of just rolled. Give me a random percentage, 37, about 33 through, and I found the ones that are kind of like Velociraptor. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. So what does a nest of these eggs look like? Because they're size 24, I think. So they're big, but they're not huge, right? So how many they have? Dinosaurs are a clutch. They bury them up, right? I figure, like most reptiles, they bury their eggs and they insulate and heat up and hatch themselves, kind of thing, right? So I kind of describe it. It's a meter wide and a half meter high. It's brown. A couple of them made some scan rolls while they're making camp. Still out in the middle of the grass, dirt. So obviously something's different. It's not right there. So go and they check it out, and they're playing with it and stuff. Eventually, they figure out. They kind of guess that it's a nest of some sort, and they Miriam made a special discuss on her animal lore roll. And, river dragons make nests like this, and so they all start thinking river dragons, not crocodiles, which are called river dragons in Star Trek, right? So I had to, okay, guys, make intelligence times 5 roll here. Oh, no. Crocodiles. They're just called river dragons. They're not river dragons. There are no river dragons. Although there are river dragons in, in Glorantha. Words mean things. So anyway, they figure, okay, there's a crocodile nest, leave it alone. But it was dinosaur eggs. To get rest way up to Bagnot, no issues. Orlant quizzes them. Okay, what'd you guys find out? What's going on? And the king's about to make his move, so let's get ready. So I picked up recently the Dragon Book of Battles because I'm looking for some kind of mass combat rules that we can use. We tried the Bushido ones earlier, and while they work, the nuances just don't translate well. So I thought we'd give this a try. I've read through it a couple times. I had no clue how to do it. I built a spreadsheet so I can track all the numbers on it as things are happening. And trying to keep it simple. Okay, not worrying about leadership roles. No modifiers here, no modifiers there. Just, we'll start out just doing straight attacks. And it looks like I had inverted one of the modifiers that I end up at the end just take that out. Yeah, that should be zeros, not worrying about plus or minus 5 kind of thing. Which actually really brought the battle closer to an end by the time we got done. Well, we still haven't finished yet, but we had hit 37, I think it was at one point, for army intensity in this thing. And when she hit 30, things happen. So they did the rally, and they lucked out because 2 of the 3 forces that they had to fight against were mediocre. They're all 10s or 50%, right? And so they actually got above a win. What's that called? A triumph on that one. So that's subtracting 20 brought that right down, and then they have a couple. Because if you just do normal attacks, a couple of wins. If you're not getting these, I forgot the word already. Triumphs. If we're not getting these triumphs, then nothing's changing. And if your battle events thing isn't significant, it's just going to creep and do nothing. It kept going up every turn. That's because I had that +5 instead of a -5. I dropped down to 0. And, so if you got a +5 on there because of terrain or whatever, increasing 5 every time. So you've got to get a -5 or more on your battle events to break even, or let alone try and break it down. But we got there was like a -3, a -2, a -1, -3, -2, and then a +3. So and these little tiny numbers, nothing happening, but the number kept going up, because I had that one modifier in there that I ended up taking out. So they're actually down to like 9 after I took that modifier out, and some other. I did have another modifier. There was another modifier in there too that I took out, just to keep things simple as we're trying to learn this thing. Because man, lots of words and lots of double checking, and you need to print these charts out and have them stacked so you know what you're doing. But all in all, it was interesting. Making some rolls. There's a whole thing about can we do magic? Well, of course you can do magic. So they're buffing themselves. But our shaman, his thing obviously is spirit combat, and um, yeah, he could be sending his fetch out to do spirit combat with people that tear him down, and we didn't think about that till the very end. So a couple things we're trying to piece back in and you know massage the rules to fit what we're doing in Glorantha, right? I mean, let people buff, no problems. 'Cause that increases their skill percentage, which then increases the chance of getting better rolls than your opponent. And so we did do an attack spell. Did a befuddle? Yeah, it was going to do befuddle to then decrease their chance of being successful while they kept their skill level up. So that made sense. I had no problem with that. It was all kind of interesting. We'll massage it as it goes along, but all in all, I thought it was a decent success. Happy gaming.